Hello everyone and welcome back to the Rags to Riches Challenge. First order of business today is to get our new productions kind of stocked up here. In the last episode we did a bunch of upgrades to the homestead here. We got a new cow barn over there. You can just kind of see through the equipment there. We finally got the big sawmill over here. And we got rid of our little tarp greenhouse that was over there. Or, well, it wasn't a little one. It was a large tarp greenhouse, but we replaced that with two of the large glass greenhouses over here. And then we put a repair shop where that tarp greenhouse was. So now we can repair our own equipment on our land here. So don't have to be driving down to the shop to repair it every time. So that's going to be pretty nice. But we don't have any of our productions ready to go yet. So yeah, that's going to be the first order of business here. So I think first thing I'm going to do here, we'll take care of the low-hanging fruit first. So we'll get this, we'll get our greenhouses topped up with water so we can start those guys producing. And if you're wondering why there's a pallet of lettuce there, even though they haven't started yet, that's just the one that was left over from our tarp greenhouse. I moved that pallet when I sold that greenhouse there, and I just didn't know what else to do with it, so I just put it in the loading zone of one of these new ones. So these greenhouses hold quite a bit of water. It's, I guess I can't see until I actually get something in there. But yeah, they hold 40,000 liters each, and this water tank is only 6,000 liters, so it's going to take quite a few trips to get these both stocked up here. At some point, I definitely want to get a bigger water tank. It's not a huge priority right now, just because I don't have to do this that often. And a new one is kind of expensive. I actually can't remember how much they are here. Let's take a look. So this one's only, yeah, this one's not that much bigger, but it is 25 grand. Although this one can transport milk and stuff too, which is kind of handy. And then to get the really big one, I mean, this one's 90 grand and it still wouldn't be able to fill up one of these greenhouses in one go. So yeah, I don't know. I might just have to stick it out with this one for a little while. And there are a couple other options here. Like there is this thing that says it can supply your water tanks with water. But I don't quite know how that works. Like you might have to buy the water. I'm not sure. And then there is this thing as well. This wind wheel here. And I'm pretty sure the water you get is free out of here. But I'm not quite sure how this thing works. So I might do some testing on that one in my other game before I actually place anything down here. But yeah, I will get these greenhouses topped up here quickly. And then I'm going to go deal with the cows a little bit because I want to get them some straw and some grass as well. And then after that, we'll probably go do some deadwood contracts to get some wood going into our sawmill over here. So filling these up is a little bit of a pain, especially the first time, but it's not too bad. And one of the reasons I picked this spot for the greenhouses is I did want to keep them close to the lake over here so that we have a nice, easy water source for them. And I do still want to come in and put some more gravel down and kind of make a road through this area, but not exactly sure where I want to put it yet. And we are pretty low on funds at the moment, so I might wait till we get a little bit more cash in the bank before I do that. And I do want to get a shed at some point as well. I know a few people have mentioned that as well, and it is in the plans. I definitely want to get some kind of shed. I've just been kind of putting it off because I didn't really know where I wanted to put it, and yeah, I definitely wanted to get some of these upgrades done ahead of time just to kind of see how everything was going to be laid out. But yeah, I think we're going to get a shed for our equipment pretty soon, at least some sort of basic structure, just to keep them out of the elements a little bit. There is a pretty basic one I was looking at. Yeah, just this one right here, I think we might start with. It's fairly cheap, and I mean, we could put it kind of just in the same area, I think, and be able to fit a good chunk of our stuff in here. Okay, both greenhouses are full, so just topped up the water tanker there, and I'm just going to leave it parked right there for now, because the greenhouses are really the only thing we need it for now. Yeah, we used to have to use it for the goats as well, but now that we have a goat barn, it's not required anymore because that barn takes care of the water on its own. So I'll just get into the greenhouse here. I think we are just going to stick with lettuce, so we'll get that one activated. And then we can go in and activate this other one as well. There we go. We got lettuce growing again. It's a little bit of a tight fit getting into these doors, but I can kind of just make it work. So what are we going to do next here? I think the next thing we're going to do is take care of our cows. So I'm just going to jump into the skid steer here and bring a couple grass bales over. So I'm just going to get some grass in here for these cows for now. So that gives them 10,000 liters. I think one of those bales was a partial bale that had been kind of partially eaten before. So this place holds 60,000 liters of food. That only gave them just about 11,000. But so we don't really technically have to feed them right now. The game doesn't really let them die. They will just continue to grow up even without food. But yeah, just for kind of realism's sake, I want to give them something to eat. Especially because they don't really have any meadow yet as well, because we harvested this area in the last episode. But once this grows back in, they will have some meadow grass to eat as well. But yeah, I do want to at least give them a little bit of grass. And then I think I'm going to give them a little bit of straw as well. I'm not really sure how necessary that is either. I don't think you need to give them straw, which I guess kind of just for realism's sake as well. Even if we don't need to give them straw, I like to give them a little bit of bedding here. Just because we are going into winter as well, so we should probably give these little calves a little bit of straw to lay on, just so they're not laying on the cement in there. So I think I'm just going to unload these straw bales right here, just to keep them nearby, because I don't think we really need them for anything else. Is there anywhere else I can put the straw? Because that didn't seem to accept it there. I don't think it would do anything in that icon. Is there anywhere else over here? Just gonna try it over here. I don't think that's gonna work, but might as well. How am I supposed to get the straw in there then? If it doesn't accept bales. I wonder if it needs to be like loose and you dump it in with the forage wagon. Oh, I wonder if you need one of these things. Oh yeah, this machine takes straw bales and uses them to cover the ground of an animal husbandry with straw. Okay. So yeah, I can't just dump straight bales in there. I need a straw blower. Interesting. How much is that? 32 grand. Okay, well, I'll probably grab one of these eventually, but obviously we can't afford it right now, so guess the calves are just going to have to suffer without straw for now. But yeah, I guess the next thing that we need to do is to get our sawmill going. So let's see what we got for contracts here. Okay, we got a deadwood contract here. It's quite a ways away, but I think we'll accept that one. So I think I am going to try to get the crane for our wood trailer there at some point. But I don't quite have the money for it yet, so... Oh, actually, guess I need to put the log fork on this thing first, but... we'll drive over there quickly and get these attachments switched out. And then, yeah, I think for this load of deadwood, we're just going to use the skid steer and this trailer again. So actually, while I'm doing this deadwood here, there are a couple other contracts available this month. So I might get this tractor going on a couple of those just because, yeah, we could definitely use a little bit of extra money here. So I will get a couple of these cultivating ones going. What else do we have here? Those hoeing ones probably aren't really worth the effort. So those are probably the only ones that I can really get a worker to do. There's this decent bale wrapping one that I might head down and do after myself, but the AI workers can't do bale wrapping. I might get the worker to do this other cultivating one as well, depending on how long the deadwood contract is taken. And then there's a couple decent harvesting ones too that I might still do. Like there is this soybean one that's not bad. And then there's this sunflower one and this sunflower one for 7,400. That's a pretty big field. It might take a little while, but yeah, that's a decent little chunk of change as well. So I guess I'll just kind of play it by ear based on how long this deadwood contract takes me. Because yeah, it is starting to get a little bit late in the day. I don't want to be doing too much in the dark here. So if it's getting too late, we'll probably skip it. But I would like to get some more money in. So all right. Hopefully that worker can figure that one out. We'll get him started over there. And we will go do this deadwood one. Still not quite sure how fast that sawmill is going to go through wood. But I assume it's going to be a lot faster than our small one here. So, all right. So this one looks like it's going to be kind of a pain again. Where a lot of the trees are fairly spread out. You can see there's one way over there, and then there's a couple over here, and then there's some kind of way back over there too. So this one might take a little while. But yeah, depending on how much wood we're actually going through, these deadwood contracts might become a bit of a pain. I'm hoping I don't have to do them too often. But if we could do like one a month or something, maybe that might not be too bad. But yeah, we definitely might have to look into possibly getting kind of our own tree production going, where we can just get like a small lot somewhere or something and maybe just plant some of our own trees. So we don't have to worry about doing deadwood. Because yeah, some of the contracts aren't too bad at all, but yeah, some of them can be kind of a pain when the trees are really spread out. They can take quite a while to do. I'm not quite sure what that purple thing is doing. Oh, that must be... right, I did install the Forestry Helper mod. So you can see in the bottom right, it shows me quite a bit more information about the trees. It'll kind of show me like how the actual volume and how many wood chips and stuff I would get out of it. But the main thing I got it for is that you can kind of select certain lengths. You can see I can kind of change my desired length of how big I want my logs, and then it's just going to kind of give me an indicator where that purple ring is. So yeah, it's going to kind of make it easier to get consistent lengths. I was using that other mod that was just called Measure before. But it was kind of a pain because you had to like click where you wanted to start and where you wanted to end and stuff. It might be useful for some things, but I mainly just wanted this one because I can just kind of set a length that I want to cut at, and then it's just going to show me that ring wherever that is, which is pretty convenient. Because when you have like consistent lengths, it kind of makes stacking and everything a little bit easier as well. So Okay, we are back at the homestead here with a pretty good load of logs here. Ended up just leaving the skid steer down there, just because I wanted to cut the logs a little bit longer, just to try to be able to make sure I could stack them on there, or stack enough of them on there. So we'll just make another quick trip down there at some point to pick up that skid steer. Shouldn't really be a big deal. Figured it'd be easier to do that than to spend all that time trying to cut them into kind of like thirds and then stack them even higher. So with this one, I don't think they come off automatically. I think we got to go to this trigger here, and then we should be able to activate it. And yeah, boom, all gone. So let's see how much that got us. Almost 17,000, so not too bad. So now I guess we will just go in and activate all of these. And yeah, we should be in wood production now. And so yeah, 16, 9. So I'm going to keep track of that, and we'll have to pay attention to how much that uses. And it's 4 o'clock, so yeah, I'll try to remember to look at like 4 o'clock tomorrow. Because yeah, I want to know how much it uses every 24 hours, so we can kind of plan out how much we're going to need. But it's already going right ahead. And the nice thing about this one is that we are also going to get wood chips, which we never got from that small one. So that should be a little bit of extra income from this one, as well as everything else being produced much faster. So yeah, that should be a little bit more work to keep it stocked up, I'm assuming. Not quite sure how much faster it's going to go through everything, but it should be quite a bit more profitable than this one as well. So our worker got a few of those contracts done. So we'll go collect all of those. We can collect this deadwood one as well, since we finished that one. So this bale wrapping one should be pretty quick. So yeah, I think I'm gonna accept that one. We can do that one, and then this harvesting one. How big is that field? 6 acres. I think I'm gonna go for this one. Let's give it a try, just because, yeah, that's a decent amount of money, and we should get a decent amount of extra left over from that as well. And I'm going to try to load the combine onto the truck here. I'm actually not quite sure if it can fit on there, but we're going to give it a try, because if I can get it on there, it's probably a lot faster to take it down there with the truck than driving all the way down there. So we just have to swap out our headers here. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work, actually. One of these. Yeah, I think our... I mean, we could technically make it work. Yeah, close enough. So I guess I'll strap that down. Hopefully we can get down there. Pretty sure we can do it. Okay, we made it down here. No problem. As long as we can finagle our way off of here without getting stuck. Okay. Yeah, so that worked out not too bad. So I think I'm just going to get a worker started on this one. Let him get going with that, and then I think I'm going to run down here, because we're fairly close to the skid steer anyway. So I'm going to run over and pick up that skid steer, and then I will probably hook this thing up to the grain trailer. It's in that next group of trees. I was thinking it was right here, but it's a little bit further over there. So we'll just cut through the trees here. So then, yeah, once I pick up the skid steer, I'll get this one on the grain trailer and come back down here to be able to dump that combine. and then I will get another tractor, probably the Valtra, on the bale wrapper, just because it's pretty quick. So I will bring that one down there and get those bales wrapped up as well. And that's probably all we're going to do for this month. I don't think we have anything else we need to do. But yeah, once we finish that harvesting, I'll go back and I'll just kind of double check all of our animals and productions and everything and make sure we're all good to go there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're pretty much good to move into November. Oh, I wonder. That Valtra's right here as well. I wonder if I can get both of those things on here. Okay, I think we're going to try that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So we'll put our straps down and then load or fold these ramps up. They're going to kind of interfere. But hopefully that's fine. Should be able to get us there anyway. Oh my god. Oh, it did that thing again. Just flipped for no reason. Okay, so it really doesn't like having tractors on the back of this thing, apparently. Oh boy. Hopefully I can get this thing tipped back over. Well, that's a pain in the ass. It was going so well. Well, I guess maybe I won't be transporting vehicles with this thing anymore if it's just going to do that. Okay, well, we get that one back over. And now we might just have to do a little bit of ramming. There we go. But yeah, definitely didn't save any time there. And now our combine is almost full already. So we'll have to hightail it back to the yard, drop this thing off quickly, and then grab the grain trailer. Alright, where is this guy? Oh. Well, we almost made it in time, but he just filled up. Alright, well, we can leave that there. And now we will grab the Valtra here. We'll go back to the yard, grab the bale wrapper, and head back down there and finish up that contract. Okay, just about at this bale contract here. So it's not very many. These ones are pretty fast. So I'll just get these wrapped up quickly, and then I will take over for that worker and finish that harvesting contract as well. Back at the farm, got a little bit of extra sunflower there. So I'm just going to fuel up this truck here, and then I will probably repair it as well. Okay, this guy is all fueled up. I got the combine fueled up as well and got it washed down with the pressure washer. So it's nice and clean, almost ready to put it away for the winter. But I think we're just going to get this stuff repaired as well. Okay, so fairly cheap to repair that truck. Apparently that combine isn't in that zone. I thought it would be close enough there, but apparently not. So we'll just get that truck out of the way. Get this combine a little bit closer. That should be good, I think. There we go. So we will repair both of those guys. And then we can finish off these contracts, collect that harvesting one and this wrapping one. So we're back up to 25 grand. I almost want to restock this fuel tank. We're down to less than 1,000 liters here, but I also kind of want to move it. Although, I don't know, that's actually not the worst place it could be. It's easy to access, at least. And there's a fair bit of room to get into the garage there. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. I might just leave it there for now. We'll see if it really becomes an issue. So I'm just going to go park this combine. And then I'm probably just going to run around and double check all of our stuff and make sure we're good to advance until the next month. All right, then just going to quickly check on the cows here. So they haven't really eaten very much yet, but I guess it's only been a couple hours. Yeah, we'll have to see. I really wish you could just throw a bale in here and have that get spread out into their bedding, because, yeah, I would like to give them some straw, but I don't really want to spend 30 grand on buying a blower just for that at the moment, but I guess we'll see. We'll see how much money we make from silage next month. So how much? We ended up with 23, almost 2,400 liters of sunflowers there, so not too bad. Just kind of want to check. Okay, best month for those is in March, although it's actually a pretty decent price right now as well. Man, yeah, I really should have just sold those sunflowers, I guess, eh? It would have been a good time to do it. I should have really looked at that price before I brought it back to our grain bin here, because, yeah, I think that's probably best off to just sell those with what that price is right now, and considering it's about to plummet next month. So yeah, I'm just going to load those sunflowers back up and go sell those, because, yeah, we have the best price right now that we're going to have for them in a long time, and it's actually not too far off the max price anyway, so I don't really want to wait. We can get 5 grand or so for them right now, and even if we wait until the absolute max price, we only get like an extra 500 bucks for that load or something, so might as well just sell them now and get a little bit extra cash in the bank. All right, another 5,300 worth of harvest income. That's not too bad at all. So I think that's pretty much everything we can do for this month. Or, well, I guess we could do more contracts, but we don't have any that are really that great, I don't think. Oh, and then just as I say that, we have a $7,200 cultivating one come up. And we could do these two and make an extra 10 grand. That's pretty tempting. Yeah, I think I will do those actually. Because, yeah, we definitely need to get some more cash in the bank. I mean, I guess it's not crazy important that we do these. We will have quite a bit more money from like products, and we still have like a lot of grain we can sell over the winter and everything, but still lots of stuff that I want to buy. I mean, that new cow barn for the water buffalo alone is like 250,000. So we're gonna have to come up with another $250,000 just for that, and that's not even including like the custom pasture that we're gonna build for it, or like buying the water buffalo themselves. So an extra 10 grand definitely won't hurt, so it won't take very long to do these couple, so we'll just knock them out quickly here, and then we will jump into November. Okay, got those 2 contracts done. Didn't take too long. So I'm just going to go collect these 2. A little bit of extra money. Almost up to 40 grand now. Not too bad considering we started this episode with like 7 grand or something. So yeah, I think we're all good to go. All of our stuff. So time to just jump into November. Good morning, everybody. Let's check these. Oh, we got another Valtra come up. That's kind of funny. Same tractor that we have right now. It's got fewer hours on it than ours did when we bought it. I think ours came with 32. This one is 23, but I think we paid quite a bit less for ours. I think ours was like 97 grand or something like that too. So, but yeah, I don't really need a second one at the moment. I don't think we really need any of this other stuff either. A big chaser bin like this would be kind of nice, but this is absolutely massive. I think it's going to be a while until we can really take advantage of something that big. And I don't really think we have a use for this trailer either. And I think, yeah, we don't have a forage harvester, so that thing isn't going to do us any good. I just want to quickly run over to the cows here and see how much food they ate overnight. This little guy's just sleeping right under the heat lamp. Must have got a little cold in here last night. But yeah, they didn't eat too much food. Still got 5,000 left. And so I want to check on this sawmill as well, see how much we got out of there. And might as well check on these chickens as we're going by. 4,300. So yeah, I got to remember to top up that chicken coop as well. Starting to get a little bit of lettuce production coming. A little bit of milk coming out as well. Let's check on our meadow. So it looks like we have a little over 11,000 liters of meadow here. So yeah, I'd say that's about half of what we had before. Which kind of makes sense because I think the area is probably about half of what we had before as well. So yeah, I don't think that extra fertilization step did anything. I didn't really expect it to, but just kind of wanted to try it. So yeah, we've already got 3 pallets of short planks, 2 pallets of long planks, and 2 pallets of beams out here. So that is pretty solid. And it looks like we got almost 3,400 liters of wood chips ready to go. So I'm pretty sure you can just pull the trailer kind of right up to this spot and fill up the wood chips from there. So I just want to see how much wood chips are actually worth. Okay, so 1,600 at their best price. So yeah, even just that one day, that's 5,500 liters or $5,500 worth of wood chips. And I guess it even hasn't even been a full day yet because that was about 4 p.m. We checked that yesterday. But how much did it use, I guess, is the question. So we're already down to like under 7,000. So what did I say it was? I can't remember for sure. I think we had about 16 or 17,000. So yeah, it looks like it uses quite a bit. Yeah, if we use like 10,000 liters of wood already and it hasn't even been 24 hours, that's pretty significant. So I might have to do another deadwood contract this month, but yeah, I'm thinking we'll probably need to do at least one a month to be able to keep that thing kind of stocked up. But we do have enough money now. We could probably throw that crane on that trailer. Because yeah, that might make things a little bit easier. Not really sure, but I want to give it a try anyway. But yeah, our silage is at 90% as well, so we'll be able to sell all of this stuff pretty soon. And then we also have to do another harvest as well, because I think all of our main grass field here is ready to harvest too. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that right now while I'm thinking about it. Let's grab this trailer and upgrade it. So we'll give it a quick repair, I guess, and then... Wait. Why is it $0? Huh. I didn't have a crane on it before, did I? Interesting. Is that... Do you get, like, upgrades for free if it's at your own shop or something? That wouldn't really make sense. I just want to try taking it down to the store and see if that makes a difference. Because like we bought this thing used, and I'm pretty sure I specifically remember like deciding not to put the crane on it. Just because it was like an extra 20 grand that I didn't really have at the time. But I mean, it wouldn't really make sense that like your upgrade would be free just because it's at your own shop there. Customize. Huh. Well, I don't understand. I should have done this a long time ago. I don't know why it's free now. What am I missing here? Because I guess before, like last time, I checked the price by just going through here. And yeah, I think I just went to the trailer. And yeah, see, normally if you get that crane, it's an extra 20 grand. Weird. Well, I guess we'll install it. Don't know why it's free, but I guess we got a crane. Damn, I wish I had looked at that before, because we could have done that last contract with the crane. Oh, we gotta reconnect now. Well, if anybody knows why that is, or maybe it did have a crane on it, but like usually when you get used equipment, like it kind of just comes as the base configuration, and you have to spend money for the upgrades, but I don't know. Very strange. But I'm not complaining. So how does this thing work here? So it's got like 2 different modes. Okay, we can lift that up like that. It is like it's already got paint wear and everything on the crane. Like I wonder if that just picks it up from the trailer, or if that is because it did have a crane on there before. Not quite sure. I want to see how much reach this thing has. Okay, so that's not bad. Can kind of get out right to the side. Can we swing all the way around? Or is it limited? Oh. Oh yeah, doesn't quite let you do 360, but I mean, that's still pretty good. Can reach right out to the front there. Yeah, definitely going to take a little getting used to, but yeah, not too shabby. Oh. Can I put my chainsaw in there? Is that what that means? How do I do that? Enter vehicle or return chainsaw. Oh, sweet. That's kind of cool. Huh. Oh, can I control it like right from here? Oh, I can. That's kind of cool. Oh, start the engine first. Oh, I might have to turn off the automatic engine start if I'm going to control it from there. What happens? I guess I could just control it from here. But you probably get a lot better view if you're controlling it from like the crane directly, I would think. But yeah, I guess that's not that big a deal. I can always turn the engine start on. Here, let me do that right now just to kind of see what that's like. Okay, yeah, we can turn that off. Now, so that can stay running. I'm going to have to remember to shut things off because I am not going to be used to that. So can we go into first person here? Okay. That's kind of cool. So we can kind of look directly what the crane is doing. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Nice. Okay, let's shut this thing off here. All right, well, I'm pretty excited to try that. Hopefully it works all right. It'll be interesting to see. I'm starting to get pretty decent with this skid steer, I think, so I'm not quite sure how much faster it's going to be, but hopefully we'll be able to pile logs a little bit higher If it's a little bit slower, but I can fit more logs in one load, then it might still be worth it. But yeah, because it was starting to get a little bit tough near the end of that last load to kind of get all those logs balanced on top. So if it's a little bit easier on there, that might be handy. And I'm pretty happy that we didn't have to pay any money for that. Although I really wish I had looked at that before, because yeah, that would have been handy to know for the last one. So we still got 7,000. So it's probably going to be a couple months actually until this thing fully runs out. So I don't know. We'll let that go for a while, but we might end up having to sell it at some point before it's fully empty. Not that it really matters, but it is kind of in the way. I think I'll probably end up selling this and cutting this tree out, and we'll have more of a driveway in here. But yeah, now that we have some extra money, I'm probably going to come through and do some graveling too. A little bit of landscaping to kind of build our road through here. But before we do any of that stuff, I think I'm probably going to start off with our silage here, or our grass harvest. So I think I will leave that there for now. And we'll go get this guy on the mower and start mowing up that that grass field over there. Okay, I'm just going to get a worker started on mowing this field, and then I think I'm going to jump back here and give a little bit more grass to our cows there. Okay, got 20,000 liters in there now. That should last them a little while. And then I'm just going to top up our chicken food as well. So just got to move this guy out of the way. Oh wait, I gotta turn that one off. Yeah, I think I'm going to turn on auto starting again for now. Just until I'm actually using that crane. Because it is quite a bit more convenient. And I know if I leave it on, or if I leave it off, I'm definitely going to forget to turn something off at some point, and it's just going to be sitting there idling for hours. So what do we want to do here? I think maybe we'll just use up this sorghum, I guess. Okay, so that used that up completely, eh? Oh, that's almost full, I guess. Okay, so I guess I will bring the baler over to our field there, because we're going to have to start baling that up pretty soon here. Man, we've got 686 bales out of this baler so far. That's a lot of grass. So we're going to be well over 700 after this harvest. So I'm actually going to reset that one. And yeah, I think we'll just wait for a minute to let this guy get a little bit further ahead. But it looks like he's almost done the headlands, so I'll be able to start baling pretty soon here. It definitely seems to work better since that last update with the bouncing of the mower. Definitely seems more stable. Now, if only they could fix that issues with the pallets filling. I don't know what they did to break that, but still kind of annoying. Although just having to jump out and jump back in isn't the worst workaround, I guess. So I'm actually going to drive this guy over. We'll maybe give him a quick repair and a refuel. It's kind of interesting with the fuel tank as well, because it kind of does that same thing with the pallets, where sometimes you have to kind of jump out and jump back in to get it to work, but it doesn't, like, you don't need to do it all the time. It seems kind of inconsistent. And then, like, usually once you do it once with one vehicle, it's kind of good for a while. Like you can just pull up like I did there and just refuel, but then every once in a while it'll just kind of randomly break again. And then you have to kind of jump out and jump back in again. So yeah, it seems like a very weird bug that's causing those issues, but definitely need to restock fertilizer at some point as well too, but oh yeah, we will need it today. We need to fertilize our grass one more time before we get out of this month. Do we have enough? 420 liters. Yeah, I don't think that's quite enough. So, what can we use here? I guess we can use the old John Deere. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab that supply trailer and run that down to the store and pick up some more fertilizer. I think we're still good on everything else for a while. Okay, we got our fertilizer restocked here. Then I kind of want to try something here, so I'm going to repair this guy. I want to see how much it would be to put dual tires on the back. $5,000, eh? I mean, that's not terrible. It kind of makes it look a little more heavy duty. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy these. Change the John Deere to the dualies. Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. A little bit wider because, yeah, we're not using this thing a whole lot anymore. But I think it actually might be a decent little fertilizer tractor. So if we put the weight on the front and dualies on the back, should be able to handle this thing fairly easy. Now, this thing is a little bit heavy for it, but yeah, with this configuration, I think it's going to be not bad actually. So let's go fill this thing up. So yeah, it's still a little bit back heavy there. That's quite a bit of weight on it. We could always try and get a heavier weight for the front of this thing too, I guess. Actually, how much would it be for a weight? Where are those things? Which one do we have on there right now? This one, I think. Because we have two. Okay, yeah, that's our tiny one. It's hardly heavy enough for anything. And this one's 1.5 and it's still a little bit light, it would seem. I wonder if we just get this one. 3.3. I mean, that's a pretty heavy weight. We kind of need a bigger one anyway, I was thinking. Maybe we do this one as a John Deere yellow. Ooh. Kind of want to make it nice and bright. I was actually thinking about changing the color of that black one that I have on there currently, just because it's hard to see sometimes. I've left it in the grass a couple times and then it's kind of, you almost lose track of it. So yeah, why not? Let's buy this thing. Actually, I wonder if I can just change that paint color from here. Okay, yeah, it looks like I can. So I wonder what color should we do this one? Kind of want to color code them so that I can easily tell them apart. Kind of like the Massey Ferguson red. And it's free to change the color, so I can always swap it back if we don't like that one. Yeah, now it's really light in the front end. Not very responsive there. But let's get down there and get that new weight on. Yeah, we're basically wheeling right now. Oh yeah, oh, that makes a big difference. Yeah, the front end's fairly planted now, it looks like. Man, that's a pretty big weight. You can definitely feel the increase of the weight too, but yeah, that should be pretty good. We might be able to use this for other stuff as well, I'm sure. Yeah, but that color kind of matches the rims, being the John Deere yellow, so it's not too bad. Yeah, because I was kind of looking for something for this John Deere to do, because we're really not using it very much anymore, but I don't really want to sell it, because this is kind of the tractor that started the whole empire here. So I kind of just want to keep it forever at this point, but I also don't want it just kind of sitting there doing nothing, so it might be a good little fertilizer tractor. Because I usually just get the AI to do the fertilizing anyway, so doesn't really matter that it's a little bit slow or whatever. Okay, so we'll just double check that we're on the 150 centimeters. We'll turn on automatic drop. Man, I wish that was the default. I'm actually going to see. I might look at the XML files and see if there's a way to just change that to the default, because I basically never want to not do automatic drop. So this guy is done, so we'll get him out of the way. And I did install that baler mod, or that round baler extension, I think is what it's called. Just because it kind of stops the baler for you. I kind of hesitated to put it in for a long time just because it kind of makes baling a little bit more boring. Because yeah, you can see now, like as I'm getting close, it'll automatically slow me down, and then it'll automatically stop. It'll unload the bale, and then once it closes again, it's going to automatically start going again. So yeah, it is a little bit more boring, just because you're basically just sitting here on cruise control now at this point. But I don't know. I've done so much baling in the last little while. It was getting a little bit tedious, getting kind of annoying having to stop like 100 times. So we'll just get this field all baled up, get it baled and wrapped, and get these bales stacked up. And by that point, our other bales should be ready. So then we'll be able to go sell all of those, make a little bit of extra cash. Okay, I got all that stuff baled and wrapped. Still not quite sure what I think about that round baler extension. It was definitely, I mean, it's definitely more hands-off. You don't have to pay attention to when you're stopping or anything like that. But yeah, it's definitely a little more boring. A little tired today. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, and I'm pretty sure at one point doing that baling, I legit almost fell asleep. So yeah, I don't know. I'll probably leave it on there for now, but we'll see. I might end up taking that back off again. But I'm just going to bring this stuff back down to the yard, because that's probably the last time we're going to need our silage stuff for this year, because we're getting ready for winter now. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to end this episode here. We still have to go collect all those bales and sell these bales right here. Pretty sure they should be good to go by now. But yeah, as I said, I'm pretty tired. I was almost falling asleep doing that baling there. And my dog has been bugging me for like the last half an hour. I think he needs to go for a walk. So, but yeah, in the next one, we'll finish up dealing with those bales there. And then, yeah, once we get those ones sold, I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy some kind of shed. Probably going to kind of go in this area, but I'm going to think about it a little bit more before I place that down. And then we'll get some more landscaping and stuff done, get some gravel laid, and put in a road on this section. Yeah, kind of trying to save up a little bit of money, because it is going to be fairly expensive to get all of our stuff for our water buffalo there, but we are going to have quite a bit of money coming in over the winter with our these 2 loads of silage plus a lot of products that we can sell, and a little bit of grain and stuff too. So making a lot of progress now, but still a lot of stuff I want to do, as well as just kind of getting into more different kinds of crops and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited to try out this crane in the next episode as well. Should be something different at least. Hopefully it works a little bit better. But yeah, anyway, gonna wrap this one up here. So thanks a ton for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon in the next one.